welcome to Turnmaster Rio Hondo. It's the Argentinian round of MotoGP. I'm Gavin Emmett, and I'll be talking you through this long race weekend. The first free practice session is about to begin, and the teams are working on those final details before taking to the track. We've experienced some intense hours of rain, and although the skies have now cleared, the riders will have to deal with a completely wet track.
Yeah, thanks, Gav. I'll take it from here. Right then, welcome back. Race 3, Moto 3, MotoGP 22, and we're getting the hang of it. So we've upped the difficulty to 85%. So we've gone from 70 to 85. The first race was a feeling out process. The second race was, okay, I think I kind of know what I'm doing. And race 3, we'll just keep stepping it up. And lo and behold, it's raining. What a surprise, eh? It's raining. We've got loads of objectives to do. I don't know the track, so I've got to learn the track. We've loaded the setup that I used in Mandalika. The only thing that I do differently is I extend the gearing a little bit because we're lacking a little bit on the gear in front. Track-wise, like I said, not a clue. And I said it last time and I'll say it again, this would be an awesome track on Ride 4. So whatever the devs, milestone, whatever you need to do, just get the Mandalika track and get this track, get these in Ride 4. And if there's a World Superbike game going, so be it, I don't care. Get these in Ride 5, my apologies, get these in Ride 5. Oh my god, what a track. The sideways action you'll be able to get at this track on that game would be unreal. Right, so what do we do then? Basically, stuck a setup in. Medium wets was the only option we had. I spent about 2 minutes trying to work out why I only had medium tyres, and then I realised they were wets, not dries. Well done, dickhead. What we did do was we slowly turned the traction control down. The track does dry out. Free practice 1, it was like this for most of it. It dried out a little bit towards the end. We went quickest in all the free practice sessions. We'll talk about qualifying when we get to it. But there were bits of the track, this bit, it took me, I think I did something like 13, 14 laps in free practice 1 and still didn't really know where the track was going. Yes, I've still got the markers on for some reason. There was a racing line on. I don't know if it's because it's the first time I've been. I tried turning it off, I couldn't. It's not there in any other sessions. It was just here for this session. It was a bit weird. But in all honesty, we might have set a 2-minute lap and gone top, but that's only because we were the first to cross the line. Free practice 2, it dried out a little bit. And we ended up going, well, we went considerably faster. We ended up, 149.250, so that's that 11 and a bit seconds. We also realised that the electronics let you do massive wheelies. So free practice 1 was a washout, free practice 2, we were fastest on both. And we were getting the hang of it. We extended the gear in, we turned the traction control down, we ended up on a 148.6, so again 1.2 seconds clear. Qualifying, we've worked out the braking. Basically, jam it down the gears, put the brakes on, and just let the thing go sideways and let the traction do its job. The bike, if I did so wish, was just, and I don't mean that in a cocky way, I mean if I jammed the brakes on early enough and went down the gears, it would just go sideways. There you go, sliding about. Oh, go on, get that right up you. But yeah, basically it was just an absolute barrel of laughs. Once I'd worked out what corner went where and the colours and markers and everything else to look for, it actually went all right. The AI were okay. I'm not going to say they were quick. They were all right. Again, I still think the qualifying is pre-programmed. I'm not convinced that the qualifying is like a natural thing. We were on a much quicker lap, 0.3 of a second up. I got a massive slide into turn 5, and Dennis Onchu just spear tackled me. Cheers, mate, thanks a lot. So that ended that session, and we ended up on pole, 0.6 of a second up. The reason I think it's scripted is because at one point Scott Ogden was doing 149s, but then ended up in 30th with a 151. So, but anyway, we digress. Now, tyres. Yeah, tyres. I'm still not used to the menus. I'm still not used to what is highlighted where and bits and bobs. And doing one of these, it's 40 minutes for free practice 1 and 2, and then free practice 3 is God knows how long, and then qualify and try and do it all in one. I was tired, and I ended up picking the worn, the worn hard front tyre that I did an entire free practice 2 session on. I didn't realise, no matter how many, it's been up there about 4 times, I did not realise that I'd picked that worn tyre. So 3 corners in, oh, I wish my GoPro was working, I really do wish it was working, because my face must have been a treat. The race itself, we got a couple of upgrades, or 1 upgrade last time, which we put on the bike, and I'm not going to tell you it's made a massive amount of difference, because honestly I can't tell. What I do know is, we got off the line and led from start to finish. No, I'm not going to put 11 laps up on this. I'll do the first lap, and then I'll do we had 1 moment. So in 11 laps of a track that I'd never used before, we had 1 moment where the bike said, "That's enough, mate. You need to chill out a little bit," and we just basically tried to run away and hide. I'll put the full video out. There's places where I run wide. I'm not saying it was perfect, but there's places where I run wide and lose a bit of time, and the AI catching up and bits of mods. But the gap was anywhere between 1.4 and 2.5 seconds for most of the race. Once we got the first lap out of the way, but I like this track. I really, really, really do like this track. One thing I did notice, I was guzzling fuel, so I flicked the power down to level 2 rather than level 3, just to make the fuel last. Again, I quite like that graphic. I think that's better than Ride. It tells you whether you're on a fuel target or not. I would like that very much in Ride or the next game, if you're listening, Mr. Developers, or Mrs. Developers, whatever your preferred pronoun is. But yeah, good track, wide, fast, loads of heavy braking zones, corners that tighten up, corners that open. It's just, I just like it. That is a real, turn 11 is an absolutely amazing corner, even on a Moto 3 bike, but we'll see when we get to Moto 2. We've stuck some cheeky offers in for Moto 2 rides as well, and we've had a couple of offers come back, but I'll run through all that on the next one, on race 4. But yeah, end lap 1, 1.3 seconds up. This was the moment. I thought I was off into turn 7. It had a right little wibble and a wobble and a head shake, and I genuinely thought I was off. But yeah, big fan of this corner as well. Get on the brakes, turn it in, and she's just sliding about. I think the electronics are in a bit of a sweet spot for me. So traction 2, engine braking 5, power 2 or 3, depending on what you do. It doesn't matter how much you use the rear brake, I can't get it to do anything other than blue. And the hard front tyre, somehow we managed to make it last. The right hand shoulder was, well, it didn't exactly have a lot on it, did it? No, not at all. But yeah, good lap, consistent. Look at the lap times: 49.50, 50, 49.50, 48 was the fastest race lap, 48.776. So yeah, all in all, a very productive day. We'll step it up next time. We're on 85 now. We'll knock it up another 10%. We'll go to 95, and we'll see how we get on. But yeah, Argentina, very, very nice track. And I think I'm getting the hang of the physics model. So yeah, 3 races in, all is well. The graphics are still a bit hit and miss for me. I'll just talk while Mr. Emmett is just talking bollocks about who would and who didn't, bits and bobs. And the replays are awful as well. I am not impressed with the replays at all. I've stuck a bit of the replay on at the end of this. But yeah, that's it. Fingers crossed you've enjoyed it. Leave me a comment, like, if you're playing it, let me know how you get on. And if you want to see loads more, don't forget to subscribe. And we'll all have hugs and kisses and tea and medals and biscuits in Park Fair, mate. And fingers crossed, I will see you next time. So take care, stay safe, peace.